Hey everybody, Chad Hyams here, and welcome back for this week's Life Spark interview. And I've got with me a friend of mine, Rick Raanes. Now, I want to tell you a little bit about Rick. Rick is a top producing agent, yet he says that he's still struggling to get it all right. He has no idea what he's doing in most of the areas of his life, yet I'll tell you, one of the things I know he did right was he married the right lady, and that's that Vanessa that he's got in his world. So with that being said, Rick, I know you have a very interesting story, and I know it's going to lead to that spark for somebody. So nice to have you here. Rick, tell us a little bit about you, and then give us that spark.
So I'm a real estate agent in the Houston, Texas market. And so I guess my spark was something that kind of flamed up a while back in 2013. Playing golf, I was diagnosed with, had some struggles that day, and then kind of went and saw an eye doctor, and I got diagnosed with melanoma inside the globe of my eye. And so, kind of coming across a cancer scare and realizing that, at 49 years of age, what's next for me in my business? What's next for me and my family? What's next for me as a dad? What do I leave? All these things start flying through your brain about what's next in life. And so, fast forward all these years later, through multiple surgeries, fortunately, I feel extremely healthy, but I'm 50% reduction of vision. And so I think for me, the loss of an eye has actually increased my focus. It's been more powerful for me to recognize the things that are really important. Like I don't have as much peripheral vision, so I really have to concentrate on certain things today like I've never concentrated before. So my vision is sharper today with my family, with my business, with the things that I do. And I'm really focused today on really like, what does my daily schedule look like? And I have to recognize that, I'm not the greatest of dads. I'm not the greatest of husbands. I'm not the greatest of team leaders for our team. I'm really good at it, but I'm not the greatest. And so I'm still working every day to make sure that the time that I'm spending at work is appropriate. I'm trying to focus, or I am focusing more on family. I realized after all this that I can't do it all alone. And the support that I have from Vanessa, you mentioned, probably one of the biggest blessings of my entire life was having her come in to be an encourager, a supporter, a leader. And she's actually helped me see things that I never thought possible before. So she kind of keeps me on track for that. But it's just interesting coming through what I would consider, something pretty devastating news of hearing the cancer word, what comes from it. And it's been a game changer, and it's been more powerful coming through that than if I hadn't had that happen. I don't know where I would be today. So it's like sometimes somebody slapping something and taking something away actually makes you a lot better.
Wow. There's a whole bunch of sparks in there, Rick, that I was hearing from, whether it's Vanessa for you and Nita for myself. It's that partner in our life and having that person with us, whether it's the handicap that you have, because we all have something, and you were able to come through that even better, how you can take that bad news and turn it into something that's a positive for you. And then that focus you've said, I mean, you probably said it better than anybody. Many people will talk about their calendar, talk about their time blocking, they're living their life by a schedule, yet you summed it up with your perfect situation of you've lost that peripheral vision, which has almost forced you to focus. And so many of us sit there thinking we're focusing, watching all the things happening out here on the sides. You almost have a blessing that keeps you focused on that thing that is in front of you. So thank you so much for sharing that with us today, Rick. Looking forward to being able to apply some of the lessons we learned from your life spark for everybody out there. Thank's for sharing.
Outstanding. Thank you, Chad. I appreciate it.